doesn't know Kylie Jenner? At just 23, the makeup mogul has achieved phenomenal fame, and this shows in her glamorous lifestyle. So being the assistant of such a huge personality is definitely work. In this video, we're going to be talking about Victoria Villarroel, who was once Kylie Jenner's personal assistant. So why did she leave? How did Kylie treat her? Stay with us as we explore what it's like to be Kylie Jenner's assistant. But before we get into that, allow us to first give you an insight into who Victoria is. Victoria Villarroel Gamera hails from Caracas, Venezuela, and moved from place to place with her parents as a child. She has moved to Mexico, Trinidad and Tobago, Texas, and then finally to Los Angeles. She went to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising and graduated from there only to get her first job working as an intern at Jenner Communications. Jenner Communications, which Kylie Jenner's mom Kris Jenner personally overlooks, really paved Victoria's path towards eventually becoming Kylie's personal assistant. But how did she even land a job there? According to the 29-year-old, she stumbled upon someone who worked at Jenner Communications while scrolling her Instagram. This sparked ambition in her as she sent multiple emails to this person before finally getting one back. She was then called over for an interview, which, along with her skills, apparently also judged her for her personality. Luckily for her, though, she was seen as the perfect candidate and was hired. While her time as an intern there, she managed to impress Kris and was liked by Mama Kylie so much that she ended up getting the position of an office manager. In a cute little video posted by Kylie on her YouTube, Victoria shares that she had saved her name as Princess Victoria on Kris's cell phone, making her own nickname. Her promotion definitely meant much more work, and Victoria spent a lot of time making sure that the office appeared presentable in front of cameras, the pantries were always stocked up, and important phone calls were made on time. Then in 2015, Victoria became incredibly lucky once again when Kylie was looking for an assistant. The then 24-year-old was also looking for a job, and Kylie, seeing how Victoria was already on the payroll, decided to give her one. But this didn't turn out to be like a regular 9-to-5 job for Victoria, as she now had to attend Kylie's needs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And without a doubt, being Kylie's PA was a whole other thing, and came with even more responsibilities, and of course, its own perks. Kylie, as a television personality, obviously has to decide how much of her personal life is documented, and keeping secrets is the one thing that everyone close to her must do. Victoria was no exception, and tells that Kylie once called into her room and unpacked every single one of her secrets. Victoria was fortunately very trustworthy, and Kylie found it very easy to open up, bringing the two together as not just boss and employee, but also really good friends. Apparently, Victoria was one of the first people in whom Kylie confided that she was pregnant with Stormi.
You're 15 weeks now.
Look, is she moving?
Yeah. So there's no amount of fluid around it.
Oh, look. This is so crazy.
She has thankfully kept her promises and hasn't shared any spicy secrets with the world. Victoria's job required her to be multi-talented above all. This can be seen from how she was expected to manage time, act as a planner and organizer, always be available, and be there when Kylie was looking for a friend most of all. Among some of her routinely tasks were booking manicure and spray tan appointments for Kylie, filling up her pantry with goods, managing her mansion, and keeping the whole place tidy. But not just this, soon Victoria found herself getting involved in important aspects of Kylie's life, such as when she attended formal events and met up with important people. Victoria even started coordinating with big designers and makeup artists and hairstylists, just to make sure Kylie was never met with disruptions in those areas. Of course, Kylie didn't keep it to that. Victoria was also expected some very specific demands of Kylie. Kylie is apparently very particular about her morning smoothie and wanted her to know which flavor she's in the mood for. If the smoothie is considered too warm, or if someone just as much touches the straw, Kylie rejects it and expects a new one. Woo! But needless to say, playing personal assistant to the youngest member of the Jenner clan brought quite a few shiny perks. Apart from a bulky check that Kylie paid Victoria, she also gave her cushy gifts and even planned an over-the-top birthday party for her beloved assistant. Kylie also brought Victoria to exotic vacations with her, where the two had some fun times together. Probably one of the most lavish surprises that Kylie gave to Victoria was when she helped her ex-fiancé Marco Lobo organize his proposal at a beautiful spot in Malibu, California. Kylie later put a photo of her hugging Victoria on her Instagram, which had fans swooning over their relationship. However, it wasn't always perfect between the two, and there have been some instances where Victoria slipped up a little, like when Kylie and Victoria were supposed to travel together for the time, and Victoria was to take Kylie to the airport. Victoria ended up oversleeping, and Kylie drove herself. Victoria was totally embarrassed at her mistake, but Kylie didn't mind too much, and things were back to normal again. Victoria's position oftentimes also gave her stress and anxiety, just like the airport incident, once Kylie texted Victoria to get Kris to pick her up in Miami in a private jet. And according to Victoria, she was so frightened at the thought of talking to Kris that Kylie had to talk to Kris herself. In addition, Victoria has also revealed that being around the Jenner matriarch was in itself a source of anxiety and pressure. She said that Kris had a keen eye and would point out each and every mistake. But even under all these circumstances, Kylie and Victoria's friendship grew wonderfully, and the two ended up becoming the best of friends. Kylie has mentioned this on her website and appreciating her efforts and calling her a close friend. One proof of their strong bond is that over the course of Victoria's assistantship, she has been seen in various posts and videos alongside Kylie and her other friends. She helped Kylie in her first ever cooking tutorial, and she also appeared in the Never Have I Ever video along with Kylie's ex-best friend, Jordan Woods. It also seemed that Victoria practically became a part of Kylie's friend circle, which has Sophia Richie and Anastasia Caracola. But this lasted only 5 years, and Victoria left her job as Kylie's PA in 2000. It was a shocking development for everyone, as everyone was curious as to why Victoria took the sudden decision. It was then reported by an Us Weekly that a source claimed that Victoria was done with her job and was no longer feeling satisfied tending to Kylie's every need. The source added that Victoria wanted to work on increasing her own followers and wanted to become an influencer on Instagram. This was quite believable, as Victoria had almost 1 million followers at the time. There were other rumors too that Kylie had actually fired Victoria, allegedly for liking one of Jordan Woods' Instagram photos after she wasn't besties with Kylie. Jordan had been cut off from the Jenner family after she was caught fooling around with Khloe Kardashian's then boyfriend, Tristan Thompson. However, Victoria then set the record straight and clarified that even though it may seem like the truth, she simply wanted to grow professionally without Kylie's help. She said that her position wasn't enough to give her the advancement that she was looking for. She said that she had all sorts of ideas on what to do next, and it was only a matter of time before she could make a new career for herself. She took to her Instagram to also highlight that there were no hard feelings between her and the celebrity, and that they were still great friends. Her social media posts definitely spoke for this fact long after Victoria had quit. Victoria claimed that she was becoming more and more like a friend to Kylie than her subordinate, and this was reflected in how Kylie would call her up at random times to talk about her personal life. But now that Victoria's professional life isn't holding them back, they can go on being the greatest of friends. Victoria has since then moved on in her career and is seen posting beautiful photographs that she takes on her Instagram. Looking back on her time as Kylie's PA, she told in the podcast Girl Cult that she has had to learn a lot over those 5 years. However, she also said that it was finally time for her to explore her own passion and work on something that would make her fully happy and fulfilled. What do you think about being Kylie Jenner's assistant? Do you think it is the perfect job? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.